Bueno, vamos a jugar a Stanley Parable. Me lo acaban de recomendar. Y como no sabía a qué jugar, vamos a probar esto. No tengo ni puta idea de lo que va el juego. Así que era un tío que está en una oficina y ya está, hasta aquí. Así que vamos a ello. Ah, vaya tela, fuera. Coño, lo quité, la mierda. La mierda que me vayan a decir al principio ya la quité. Bueno, y ahora no me la dicen. Ah, muy bien. A empezar. Coño.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Camino fuera de su oficina, no puedo pegarle al monitor. ¡Bum! Darle una hostia a ver si se arregla. Coño. Venga, vamos a ver qué cojones hay aquí. Tío, esto va con el culo, no sé por qué. En fin, vamos para adelante.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Qué gente más sucia. Ha tirado todos los papeles. Dios mío. Vaya tirita. La puta sala de reuniones, ¿dónde está, señor? Stanley.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Voy a entrar en la que me cante el
This
forro.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
O para orinar en la sala y que cuando alguien llegara vea un charco amarillo con olor a que...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Y cuando me decida de quedarme aquí quieto, que las mesas parecen que están en el techo.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and
Puto
some
narrador de
paintings.
mierda, ya
Really
estoy
worth
cogiendo
it.
tirre.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Vaya mago, jeje.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No puedo saltar, qué cutre, Stanley. No tiene los músculos atrofiados.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
La maricona esta deja de ser un narrador para ser un llorica, un Flanders. Venga, llamen a la ambulancia. Vaya tela. Ahora se calla, ya no es mi amigo, ya no me habla. Vaya telita.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Pues le voy a hacer caso, hombre. Le voy a hacer caso.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right
Vaya
now.
telita.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Tú tienes un cabrón. Este es el gran hermano. El armario.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Un ojete. Oh, Dios. Vámonos por la lámpara esa.
Here.
Vaya tela.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually
¿Se ha muerto en el
feel
armario?
happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
Oyen ya.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
¿Pero por qué voy a morir si son unas putas escaleras, coño? Tienen hasta barandilla para que no me
Please,
caiga.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Ya, no tienen ni un huequito. Oh.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now,
Cipote, yo
can
me
we
voy a
please get
suicidar,
back to the
hombre.
other
Ya está
room?
bien. Con la mierda.
No, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Joder.
Stanley, let's go back to the
La
other
mierda de
room.
Stanley,
My God.
con lo mongólico
Is
que
this
es,
really
y
how
tiene
much you
más
dislike
vida
my
que
game? That you'll
ocho
throw
gatos,
yourself from this
madre mía.
platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Joder, vaya telita. No
Maybe
va a
you're
morir
just
nunca,
getting a
cojones.
kick out of... Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought
Sí,
that was
no,
possible.
no me puedo tirar a la estrella. El sectario este que quiere que esté aquí. Venga, a ver qué pollas quiere. Aquí me voy a quedar. Viendo aquí las luces de discoteca. Oh señor, nunca termina. No pasa nada. Vaya telita. El sitio sin final, Dios mío. Esta es la última vez que me intento suicidar. Ya me voy. Fuerza, esta no se va a abrir en la vida. Oh,
Is
sí.
it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Me cago en la puta. Si estoy en el mismo sitio, cojones. Esto no es Stanley y su puta madre. Esto es el día de la marmota. Oh, Dios. Bueno, pues nada. En el próximo vídeo sigo por otro camino. Le haré caso. O a lo mejor tampoco le hago caso, pero voy por otro sitio. Quién sabe. En fin.
Únete o muere. O ambas.